how's it going? So this week has pretty much been the same as last week really, so haven't really been up to too much, although I did go walking on one of the days, and this time we actually drove to a local park this time, just because the lockdown apparently is slowly lifting up, even though I feel it's still a bit early. But in any case, me, my mum and my cousin and his mum all went to the park for a walk, and overall it was very nice. Like, it was nice seeing my cousin again and just basically just catching each other up on what we've been doing for these long weeks of absence really. And it was very tiring, but at the same time I still quite enjoyed it. And then for the rest of the week, just mainly been stuck at home really, just still continuing my book, and like for this week just mainly started rereading through it and checking it on a lot of grammar and adding in some stuff here and there, and also working on the cover of the book. And I'm not sure if it's going to be the final look of the cover yet, but for the moment I think this is overall what it's going to look like. And then for entertainment, I think a highlight is probably I played through a game called Half Minute Hero, which is on the Sony PSP. And it's actually one of those games that I've always been interested when it released quite a few years ago now, but I just never got around to playing it. And playing through it, I did find it pretty fun. Like, it's a very fast paced game and often has the player have to rush through the stages quite a lot, but overall it was a very fun and silly sort of game, so overall I quite enjoyed it. So if you're a fan of these kind of RPG games and stuff with the 8-bit sort of visuals, then I guess I can recommend playing through this game. Similar to last week really, so not really too high or too low or anything, just sometimes it's high on some days and some days it's a bit lower, but overall it's just the usual up and down and the usual somewhat stable really. I mean, we're still in lockdown and there's still unfortunately a lot of deaths and stuff on the news, so watching that always brings my mood down, but you know, it's just can't really be helped, I guess. Like, I'm sure most people would be feeling this way at the moment just because of the situation in the world, but we just have to somehow live through it and continue to stay safe really. So just continue to stay home and stay safe and only go out when it's absolutely necessary. Not much really, similar to this week I'd imagine, so mainly just stay at home, continuing my book, and possibly even go out to the park for another walk again. So yeah, just overall very similar to this week I'd imagine. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.